Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. So I'd like to thank my buddy Fat Habitat for sending me this information, or at least let me know about it, and then I looked it up and read it for myself. So I don't know if you all know this. If not, please check this out. My wife's car is affected by this. Honda has extended the warranties on the 1.5 liter turbo engines in the Civics and the CRVs. You got an extra 1 year warranty. If you are, affected by this, you'll get something in the mail. My wife's car is in that range, so I do expect to get something in the mail about that. So I wrote down some stuff. I did read the article from Consumer Reports. I wrote down some highlights. We're going to go through some of that stuff, and then we're actually going to check my wife's car, and I'm going to tell you how to check your vehicle to see if you may be having this issue. Now, we had an oil change not too long ago, probably right before we went to Florida. So we may be 1,500 miles into an oil change, so I don't know if it'll actually show anything yet or not. I don't know when that'll be. But let me get through this, and then we'll check it, and I'll show you how to do it. So what this is, it affects more than 1 million CRVs and Civics, reporting that gas is mixing with the oil. Now, I don't know how much gas is getting in. They didn't say, but apparently it is noticeable if you check it with the dipstick. You can raise your oil level, and that's the way you can tell. And we'll look at that here in just a minute. Honda has extended the warranty on CRVs and Civics equipped with the 1.5 turbo engine. Now, this does have that 1.5 turbo engine. I do have to say this engine is pretty torquey, and I was pretty impressed with the power that this little power plant put out in this little Civic. Way better than Civics of the past. And it is in the U.S. from what I read. I don't know if it's only in the U.S., but in the article it did state U.S., so it may be U.S. vehicles only, over complaints of gas mixing with the oil, like I said before. It was raising concerns about the durability of this engine, and that makes sense. If your gas is mixing with your oil, it would make you question whether or not that is a durable engine and how much life you're going to get out of this engine before it blows up. Because, I would assume that would dilute your oil, and, it could cause scarring and stuff like that, I would assume. Now, I don't know the extent of that, but I would imagine that it would dilute it, and it wouldn't have the viscosity or the lubrication that it would have without that in there. Consumers will get an extra 1 year warranty, POWERTRAIN, that is a POWERTRAIN warranty only, that goes up to 6 years. So you get a 5 year warranty with the vehicle when you buy it. They're jumping it up to 6 years. A lot of people nowadays don't even keep cars for 6 years. So you probably never even see that warranty. I know we very seldom keep cars for 6 years. I don't plan on getting rid of the Mustang, but a lot of vehicles, I've actually never owned a vehicle for 6 years. I've got to be straight up honest with you. Never owned a car for 6 years. But there are people out there that drive these things till the wheels fall off. So this is probably for you guys. And that is from the time of purchase, and it did state there was no mileage limits. That was according to Consumer Reports in the article. So, 6 years, no unlimited mileage. That's what it said. I'm just going by what I read. It is rare to see this, and Honda wants to add a peace of mind to the consumer. And that's nice of them to do that, especially if it is actually a rare thing. I've heard about people talking about that online and stuff. I've never actually even checked the vehicle to see if ours did that because it's still under warranty, and I figured if it blew up, they'd have to replace it anyway. So I didn't really worry about it. But, looking back on it, if I'm 800 miles from home or 600 miles from home, I probably would not like my engine to blow up. I'm just saying. So maybe I should keep a better eye on that. The coverage applies to 2017 and 2018 CRVs and 2016 to 2018 Civics, like I said, that have the 1.5 turbo engine. The oil could be diluted due to software settings and potential hardware failures. Now, I'm not understanding how a software setting is going to cause gas to get in with the oil, but that's what Honda is stating. It could be software settings or hardware failure. There again, these things have so much computer technology in them nowadays that, you know, I guess anything's possible. But in my mind, I'm not understanding how that's getting in there in that situation. You could be experiencing power loss, cylinder misfire, and or engine noise. And like I said, that makes sense. You know, if something's happening, you could lose power. They have been reported of power loss in those vehicles that are affected. And of course, you would get engine noise, because if it dilutes your oil down, like I said, because the lubricity of the oil, I guess that's how you say it, hopefully that's how you say it, would not be as good, and it would probably cause the engine to be a little louder, I would think. And like I said, it has been reported of engine noise. Eligible owners will be notified beginning this month. If your car or CRV is affected by this, you will probably be notified in the month of June, I would think. Honda has stated that they have had reports in extreme cold weather, but Consumer Reports said that they've had owners of CRVs in warmer climates as well. So, you know, Honda says they've only seen this in colder climate states, and but Consumer Reports says they've seen it in warmer climates in CRVs. They did not state in Civics. They did not say anything about the Civics in warmer states. I live in a warmer state. I live in Tennessee. It does get cold here occasionally, but we are probably warmer than most other states, especially once you get up a little bit north. It gets ridiculously cold up there, and I feel like that is probably the states that they are talking about per Honda. Now, I also want to state that about 239,000 vehicles are eligible for a fix if you live in the colder climates. Honda stated that they have an update for engine, trans, and software updates in those states. So if you live in those states, you can actually have yours updated. Apparently, if you live in a warmer state, they don't offer that to you yet. But after extending this warranty, maybe they will also extend that out to you. And also, in some cases, an AC control unit will also be replaced from the article that I read. There again, you should be getting something this month that states whether or not your vehicle is actually pertaining to this. And I would assume if it's 1 million of them, if you own a CRV or a Civic with a 1.5 liter engine, you're probably going to get notified. Now, I've moved the Civic down a lot closer to my Mustang than I would actually like it to be. But we're going to check the Civic's oil and just see what it looks like. So let me set the camera up and we'll get to that. Okay, so here's your oil dipstick. We're just going to pull this out, wipe it off. I have to say, I've actually never had this dipstick out of this car. I don't check my oil on vehicles that have warranties like I probably should, and it's kind of strange that it has a little plastic cap on the end. Most dipsticks are just metal, but this one has a plastic cap on the end. Just stick it back down in here, pull it back out, and mine looks to be about the right level. It could be just a tad bit high, but I do believe that's right. It's hard to tell on this plastic, I do want to say that, because you can see right here, there's nothing on it. Now I want to show you, when you stick this back down in there and pull it back out, you can see that oil is actually up in this little groove right here. And I think that when it gets in here, it just kind of puddles up. That's a bad design in my opinion by Honda. I do prefer the metal dipsticks over that. I think it would be easier to misread these in my opinion, but that is strictly just my opinion. That being said, I do not believe ours is having any issue with that at this moment. So again, back to what I said, hopefully you'll be notified, you know, of this issue this month, and you can have a peace of mind saying, hey, I've got an extra year warranty on my powertrain. Hopefully your car is like ours and it does not seem to be affected by this. So that's how you check it. If y'all want to go outside and check your vehicles for a peace of mind, you can do so. But like I said, with that plastic end on that, I think that's a horrible design in my opinion. That's just my opinion, but I would rather see a full metal dipstick. Again, thank you for watching this video. Hope your car is not affected by this. Please like, share, and subscribe for future content. We'll see you next time.